Geez, I tell you, you should see the people trying to get into the commentary tower. It's quite entertaining. So, Group A, this is Lockie McMillan. This is his third lap on a jet sprint track. Obviously, his rookie season looking a lot better out there this time than he did in his first two runs. Looking a lot smoother, and that is great work from the rookie. Well, he's not on and off that accelerator. Trent Dumbbell doing the navigational duties, and Lockie McMillan has really his first two runs were very on and off the accelerator, very hard. Makes it very hard to settle the boat down when you're on and off the accelerator. So he's being a little bit tamer this time, and it's actually looking a lot better. They got the rotation sorted out in their head with these guys. I tell you what, for a rookie, doesn't mind putting the jangle into it. Oh, except he spun it out there. Grabbed a little bank on the way through as well. But that was a 50.452. And I tell you what, this bloke as a rookie, he looks like he could be a little bit of a goer. I bet you Trent Dumbbell sitting in there, not too sure whether the surname Dumbbell is apt or not. We've yet to have a really good chat to Trent, but the boys from New Plymouth, of course, Lockie McMillan is the Managing Director of Fowler Homes Taranaki. Well, it looks like we've got a tent upside down on the far side of the track there out in the crowd. Security looking after that one. Fantastic. Bigger tent pegs are required. Tim Betts and Joe Kapua are also navigators. So Tim Betts, a builder from Auckland in his rookie season as well. His third time around a jet sprint track. Joe Kapua is also involved as a navigator in rally racing and also drives a Thunderbird in circuit racing, I think it was, from memory. I'll get back to you on that one. But these guys looking pretty smooth out there at the moment. All things considered, it takes quite a little while to get your head around the power and the torque of a V8 jet sprint boat. So these guys coming all the way down from Auckland. The Group A category, of course, has around about 600 horsepower. This one's a 406 Chev with a Macraft hull and a Scott 8.5-inch jet unit. Well, Tim Betts just bogged it down around the hairpin and just come back to you with a time. Okay, we will get back to you with a time with Tim Betts there. The track rotation was A-OK. Just got a few transponder problems with that particular boat, which does happen from time to time, but we will get it sorted out. All right, so the next boat to face the starter is Ray and Nikki Ferguson, husband and wife team from Lower Hutt. Ray Ferg is the director at Westview Aluminium and raced some years ago in the unlimited category and, well, just can't stay away from the sport, decided to go into the Group A category and, well, hasn't been behind the wheel for, I'd say, around about 4 or 5 years. Nikki Ferguson, his wife, is the mortgage advisor from Lower Hutt. So this is a Sprint Tech hull, Scott 8.5-inch jet unit, and Westview Aluminium Limited all over the side of that. So into this left-hander here, and that is a 49.361. Pass it up. All right, this is Clayton Tisdall and Mandy Tisdall. Clayton, the helmsman, Mandy, the navigator, and these guys took the win in the Group B category last year, had put a whole new engine package in it to step up into the Group A category for Fowler Homes for the 2017-18 season. And, well, you can have a look at Mandy Tisdall. She is a navigator with a very, very long arm. Her and Clayton over the years have been known to go the wrong way. And, well, they worked out a way to prevent going the wrong way as often as they did. And the way in which they went about that was actually did the track walk prior to the race meeting together. And that is a nice run by Clayton and Mandy there with a 45.162. Shrek with the pit goss.
KV, this one a bit sad to hear, but for all you Raider fans out there, unfortunately it's gone and done an ignition box. We've lost the spark. They've just withdrawn, which is sad to hear, so the mighty Raider boat won't be back today.
Well, that's really tough. A lot of work goes into getting these boats prepared, and one rotation is all they got in. Unfortunately,
That's what it came down to, and with the new rule that came in at the AGM this year, once you put that one rotation down, you cannot jump boats, which is really, really sad to hear, double drive-wise.
Yeah, very, very tough, because in years gone by, of course, you could jump into a B-drive boat, but, well, the tough one at the AGM, maybe the Raider boat team might show up to the next AGM just to dispute that new ruling.
I'm thinking that's exactly what's going to happen, KV.
All right, Phil Dick out on track here at the moment. Now, Phil had an interesting rookie season last year, spent a lot of time up on the grass, thought he was a bit of a crusty demon there, had a couple of the rounds, looking a lot more confident out there in the hyper sprint this year.
Mate, he had one of the flashiest looking lawnmowers I'd seen last season, there's no doubt about it. He cut more grass than my mate down at the pub.
Well, that's it. The Jet Design go, but yeah, he certainly did cut a bit of grass. Thought he might have been a playboy. But looking a lot better out there. Hayden Digby Smith, I know Diggers, I think he's doing the navigational duties. I've lost my shot there, but got it bogged down a little bit there. But Phil Dick will be happy with that with a 54.172.
Oh, look, mate, I think he'd be like a dog with two diddles. He spat a bit of grass out on that last corner on picking, but hey, it's a great start. Good on him.
Yeah, exactly. He spent a lot of time working it out during the presentation night last year. He got the award, of course, from the safety crew, the most visited bloke last season. He doesn't want back-to-back.
Yeah, he had a very interesting looking on his face when he got that award, to be honest, KV. So I'm picking it's the last thing he wants to get this year.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know that he took it with the humour that it was meant, but that's all right. He's a competitor, and competitors don't like to take the dummy award.
Here's Hot Rod Harry Willens. He's looking pretty flash, talking about flash blokes out there.
Yeah, the young Hot Rod and Jason Conroy doing the navigational duties. These young blokes from Lower Hutt, great mates. And this boat looking really good. They had a little bit of trouble during Q2, went the wrong way, got a little bit discombobulated, couldn't work out what they were doing. But I think they're looking okay. This crosswash over there, that's going to unsettle a lot of them.
Yeah, we've certainly got a washing machine going on when they loop around Stinger Island, and particularly he's looking very good in that new Stinger he's driving, but that crosswash is really cutting him up. Here he comes down for the finish.
Into this final left-hander, got a little bit bobbly, but into P2 with a 45.885, so the boys will be happy with that. And look, around about where the boat is between Fowler and Stinger, Fowler Homes flags and the Stinger flags there on the corporate side of the track, that is where the wake is creating that washing machine effect. And I've noticed some of the guys are trying to hit the wake head on and then turn left. Some are just trying to ride through it. We'll see which way's the best way.
Well, we certainly will, KV. I think that's going to be an interesting corner. As you can see, here we go. Here's a deep south racer, ready to rock. You're going to love it, Carl Bresnell.
Yeah, Carl Bresnell, he's an absolute cracker, these guys. The Timber Creek Contracting, and he's Hamish Murray doing the navigational duties. And, well, well. It's a beautiful paint job, not the no stickers all over it. Very self-funded team, but these guys, since they came into the sport a couple of years ago, have been doing brilliantly.
Got the old, he got the washing machine shuffle on then when he went through. Might have cost him a couple of seconds there, KB, but he's certainly looking quick.
Yeah, look, I think this first race of the season, it just takes a little bit to get your head back around it again. Have a real good think about what you're doing, but you're probably spending too much time looking at the engine analysis. We got a time there of 46.162. This first round of the season, mate, there's probably so much going on. Drivers and navigators trying to feel what the boat's doing, probably not concentrating as hard as they should be on track rotation.
Not so much. There's been a lot of work going to these boats in the off-season. A lot of guys are trying new combinations, so that they're trying to look for smooth, fast, try and pick up a couple of seconds of speed, but their rotation's been the last thing they're looking at, and we can see that today. There's a bit of rust going on, but as the day goes on, we'll sort out the old men or the girls from the boys, and that's all starting to heat up.
Yeah, absolutely, mate, because we are in qualifying round number 3 for the Fowler Homes Group A category. And of course, we're hoping to get in the 5 qualifying rounds today, weather dependent, those types of things. So, and then we're changing the format, and we're going to go top 9, top 6, top 3, 37 boats here today. And when we get up to Featherston next month, there's going to be 46 boats. This is Andy Ryan in the Joker, won Knob of the Year award last year.
Andy's not mucking around out there, and Kerry Ann will be hanging on for a hell of a day. He's certainly been charging hard all day, so he's one of those guys that win it or win it attitude. Always great to see it, Andy.
Well, that's right. We had a chat to his crew chief earlier, who said, well, look, we just want him to go slow in the first one. It came out with an absolute cracker. He just sort of doesn't seem to listen to anybody.
No, he just likes to lay it down, and he's just one of those blokes that I think you just see him go into the box all day, and like I say, he either parks it up or he just keeps on going. But he's certainly got a smile on his face. Coming down to the finish, could be another good-looking time. Look at this.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a real good time with a 44.778 to the top of the table. Andy Ryan, the reason he won Knob of the Year last year, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the track at Merry, just south of Auckland. He finished an absolute ripping rotation, flipped the bird to the people in the commentary tower, forgot where he was going and ran into Scruffy, the tugboat, the rescue boat, and that was just bloody hilarious.
Righto, Neil Big Deal Marshall in Richard Murray's boat. This boat is a great machine, the mean machine. Won loads and loads of events, and it's going to be really good to watch Neil Marshall today. However, I think Neil
has gone the wrong way.
This is we might have put the old commentator's curse on him there.
Yeah, absolutely, Dick Shrek. What we need him to do is go right, and no, he got it sorted out that time.
Track. He's back on track.
Yeah,
he's certainly not going to be at P1, but he's back on track.
Well, this boat, in fact, is for sale. So Neil Marshall blew an engine in testing only a couple of weeks ago. Richard Murray said, well, mate, I've got the mean machine parked up in the garage. Why don't you come and grab it? And so Neil Marshall is doing just that, and Hayley Brunning doing the navigational duties here today. So we're looking forward to some big things from Neil Marshall. Of course, he just bought the hulls, the Stinger Hull franchise.
Stinger boats, yeah. So if there's one man out there that can pedal this boat and obviously help sell it, is Neil Marshall. Obviously, Neil and Jamie have bought Stinger boats, and they're putting a big effort into lifting the profile. I mean, it's a great brand, as everyone knows, and they're pretty excited about getting their hands on it. So they're going to be really, really good to watch this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't know Jamie that well, but Neil, very, very focused kind of individual, both on and off the track. Also loves a laugh, but very, very focused, and I think they'll go very well together. Now, this is Ross and Shane Travers. Of course, we call Ross Super Mario because he's got a mustache that wouldn't look out of place on a Cape Horn buffalo.
There's nothing wrong with a mustache, KB, as you know. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's right, mate. A little bit of hair on the face shows the manliness.
Super Mario starting to wind into the day. He's a guy you're going to watch all day. He just slowly winds into his work, and he's never ever far away from the podium, but always good to watch.
Yeah, he does sneak up on him, doesn't he? He's always there and about, and he's a very quietly spoken individual. Does love a laugh, but lets all of the big talking gets done on the racetrack. Ross Travers straight to the top with a 43.211.
Like you say, he's got that look. I actually call him Mole, and he looks like a sluggish Super Mario, but he always comes back out right and slips in front.
Yeah, his whole demeanour when he's outside of the boat, he's sloth-like, you could almost say. He's pretty relaxed about things, isn't he?
He's very relaxed, always has been. Ross and I started our careers as apprentice mechanics at Ford and Wangani Motors many, many years ago. So.
Jeez, I tell you, that's going back a few decades, mate. As we see Rick Berg and Elf Gill, your reigning world champions in the Group A category. And get onto the 222 Firewater Facebook page.
We've gone way. He's out. Can he come back? He's got to re-enter. He's got to try and find his way.
These guys are absolute crackers on their Facebook page, and they're back on track again now.
We're away again. He's back on it. Listen to this boat performance. A beautifully presented machine, SprintTech. And as we know, he's taken him to a world championship. It's a lovely, lovely machine, but certainly the rotation you need to do. Got through the washing machine lovely there, Kobe.
Yeah, look, I'm very, very not surprised, but the way these guys, when they get switched on, they do such a good job, but all it takes is that one wrong turn. And I reckon if you went down and had a chat to these guys, they'd both be sort of going, whoever was at fault would take the blame.
Absolutely. Lovely, tidy finish. Great job to get back on track, and I think his lines and his smooth racing certainly looks like he's going to be there towards the end of the day as well.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Though, a lot of drivers blame the navigators blame the drivers, but whoever was at fault for that wrong rotation initially will just say, well, that was me, I buggered that up. They are just straight up.
Absolutely. Cy Gibbon, watch this man, shows you crack.
Tomo Thompson doing the navigation.
Nova's boat is always a good boat to watch. He's a demon out there, home track. He's going to perform.
Now, coming into the crosswash, as he comes into it, we'll let you know. He said he pushed it a little bit earlier. He got off the accelerator coming into there. Will he do it again? Yes, he did. Oh. That's caused him the problems. Oh, that is very, very bouncy indeed. I dare say next time, how do you keep his foot into that?
That was shakier than a salt and pepper jar, that one, mate, but he come out of it.
Jeez, I tell you, they've got the hair on the arm standing up, I'll tell you. So Simon Gibbon with a 43.076, straight to the top. When the boat hit the crosswash, he got off the power. The boat got slightly airborne. No water going through the jet unit, no control. Lucky to get his foot back into it just in time.
He just got enough water back in the unit. Once it had him out on that far side, he got enough water in the unit to get control and get out of the top finish here on the high end of the track. So he was very lucky there. Great finish.
Yep.
He'll have a few heart in the old hand moments, but we'll see where it leads us.
Well, I think that it's going to be very interesting to see how his next approach to that washing machine is there, as now we've got the Fowler Holmes, the B driver here, Sean Rice, Faye Rice doing the navigational duties, and these guys in their rookie season last year went bloody well, didn't they?
Really well. I think you'll see a lot out of Ricey this year. Good Taranaki man, but he's just gone the wrong way again. He's going to have to tidy that up. He's got his little lady right beside him, and she's got him back on track again. So they're away again.
Look, I think what's going on, Streak, you're heading off down there. You come back with some people reporting a little bit later, mate.
I'll go down and get some goss. We'll resume.
Fantastic. Leighton Manel just exiting the commentary tower. He's gone wrong way again, has Sean Rice. So they won't be overly joyed about how this is travelling for them. But that's the way it goes. A little bit of pressure on with the A and B driven teams. It does tend to put a lot of pressure on, because you've got to refuel the boat, get the A team out, put the B team in. So Sean Rice, he's not going to be cracking anywhere near a good time at the moment. 2 incorrect rotations, but and he still hasn't got it sorted out at all. He has got himself so lost. He might need Dr. Livingston, I think, to come down and give him a little bit of help, because he's not going to get out of Africa like that, I can tell you. So that will be a DNF for Sean Rice. Just waiting for Ollie Silverton now, launching off the line. Just sit, the marketing manager for PSP and building brands. He's doing the navigational duties. These guys took New Zealand #1 last year in a ripping show in a brand new boat. They seem to have this rotation pretty well sorted out this time out. Really onto the power now. This boat in this Group A category just sounding unbelievable. It's like it's on rails. And into that final turn there with a 43.657. Ollie Silverton into P3 for qualifying round number 3 in the Fowler Homes Group A category. Okay, it looks as though we are about to step